Yeah, hello and welcome to my today's comparison and review of the Edelkrone FocusPlus system on the left side and the Lanport FF1 system, also known as FollowFocus-1 system on the right side. As always, a few points first. Point one, I have to mention that my English isn't perfect, so don't nail me down on that. Point two, I have to say sorry that I can't show you any scenes of the mounted FollowFocus systems because I don't have a rig system actually here. And I don't know how long both systems will stay here, so I have to shoot this video now. But you can check out videos and pictures at edelkrone.com and lanparte.com, so I hope it's not that of a problem that I'm not showing such scenes here. And point three, last but not least, this video will take 15 up to 20 minutes or maybe a little bit more, so if you don't have the time now, stop here and watch it later. Yeah, let's begin with the Edelkrone FocusPlus system. As you can see, it has a quick release system, which is very nice, especially when you're using, for example, mat boxes or other accessories and want to mount and dismount it very easily and quickly. It's also very adjustable, so for example you can easily disable and enable the system, or you can adjust it to different lens diameters. But the first unique feature of this set is that you have two focusing plates. There's also one on the back, and so it's very easy to focus by yourself as camera operator, for example, because this plate is facing to you as camera operator, and I have to say it's also very nice because you don't have to use a marker band. It's very easy, as you can see, to readjust the pointer and then use the remote knob to adjust the focus, and that's very nice. And if you want to mark more points, it's even possible to mark more, because this plate is also markable as because it's nearly the same material as the marker ring of the Lanport, for example, or of other focus systems. And it's also very precise because there is no gear system between this gear and the lens gear. And so you don't have a backlash or a play between this the sign or let's say the focus plates and the lens gear. Yeah, I have to say it's a very unique feature, especially because, as said, you can look directly as camera operator on it, and there's the big difference to a classical system like the Lanport, for example, because most people I know are pulling their focus by their own as camera operator, and so it's very nice to have such a feature. The bad about this is I have to say that it's maybe not that good if you're normally shooting with a second person as a focus puller, but yeah, let's get to this point later. Yeah, this is the first unique feature. The second one is that this system is using two tooth belt systems, so you have the so it's possible to adjust the focus with this remote knob, and as you can see, it's very easily possible to use the focus system. And there is also the big pro about the system is that you have you can adjust this focus arm, as you can see here, for example, and so it's possible, for example, to adjust this to the side of your camera body, for example, and to use it, for example, without the handles on a tripod system. So it's very nice and handy, because this arm is at the side of the DSLR body, and you don't have to reach to the lens in front, for example. Or it's also very nice if you're using the handles. You can also use your thumb, as you can see here, to adjust the focus. To adjust the focus a little bit. And I have to say this is a very nice feature, because you don't have to get completely off your handle to find or to handle the focus. Yeah, it's always at this position, and yeah, it's very easy to use it. Yeah, this is the second very unique feature. I have to say that I'm missing a little bit the accessories port like this one on the Lanport, but I have to mention there will come a new version, or let's call it revision, of this FocusPlus system within a few days or weeks. There is already a video on Vimeo, I think, So check it out. There is the new edition has the accessories port. There's also a reversible gear, or let's say a reverse function gear here. And there are maybe also a few improvements I don't know yet of. So wait a little bit if you want to buy it, because as said, the new version surely will be available within a few weeks. So yeah. Okay, let's get to the third and last very unique feature, the handles. As you can see, you have dual handles, so it's very flexible, usable, also with bigger systems, rig systems. And the big pro about this one is, first, as said, you have always the remote knob here for your FollowFocus system, and it's possible to exchange, for example, this longer part handle with the smaller one to the other side. So you can also use this system, for example, with offset rigs, with an offset to the middle, for example, or you can use it with the normal straight above your shoulder rigs. And it's also possible, which I can show you, to use this rig, for example, for a small rig like the pocket rig. I also shot a video about this combination, so check it out within my channel. And as you can see, you can readjust, for example, this handle to the middle. And so it's possible to balance your rig very easily on this middle handle. And for example, the second hand you can use for readjusting the focus, for handling with the camera, or to enable, disable something. And yeah, so it's very nice and flexible, also usable with smaller rigs, with bigger rigs. And it's very easy, as you can see, to adjust the handles and to adjust the complete focusing arm. Yeah, so it's a very flexible unit. Two cons I have to mention. With this particular unit, I don't know if it's the standard with this system. The focusing isn't as smooth because there are two teeth belts inside. So if you're using a lens with a too easy turning focus ring, it's maybe better, for example, to use a dampened focus system like the Lanport, because here it's not that smooth compared, for example, to the Lanport. And the second point I want to mention is, I don't know if this is only the case here, the focus plates are sometimes touching the metal and you can hear it a little bit, which is maybe annoying if you're you're filming a silent scene. But I will check this with the Edelkrone support, so maybe there's a chance to get a replacement arm here, or so I get a replacement for this part, for example, also. Yeah, okay. Let's get to the Lanport. As told, this is the Lanport FF1 system. There are also plenty of videos and pictures and text reviews online available of the FF2 version, but this one is the older one with the standard mount and not the quick release mount, and with the classical focus pointer and not the two hard stops with the twistable or enable and disable focus pointer. Okay, but I have to. These are the two differences between the FF1 and FF2. The gearbox is the same, the quality is the same. Yeah, you can choose as you like. This FF1 system is also a little bit cheaper as the FF2 edition, and I have to say, if you're not using a matte box, for example, the quick release system isn't that important. I have to say, like me, I'm only using sunshades, for example, and it's also working very nice. It's also very easily adjustable to different lens sizes, or you can disable or enable it if you're want to use, for example, the autofocus system once and then use the FollowFocus again. It's also possible to exchange this gear here to a 0.6 and 0.7 gear, to 0.6 and 0.7 gears. There's also a bigger gear available if you want to twist faster, or if you have a lens, for example, with a very wide focusing range. But why I choose this one over the FF2 edition is, first, it's as said a little bit cheaper, and secondly, I don't need the hard stops because I'm only using Nikon lenses and the Panasonic lenses, and so I don't have the problem like with the Canon USM, so the ultrasonic lenses, that I need hard stops, that I don't get over the points for the nearest and the widest focusing. And the nice feature of this one is, and I love this feature, this is one of the main reasons I bought this one over the FF2. You can readjust the focus pointer to a position you like, or you can see as camera operator. As you can see, when it's mounted this way now, you can see the marker. Okay, let's reposition it a little bit more, and it's visible for you as camera operator, and you can also pull the focus as a second person, because you also see it from this side, for example. And yeah, as said, this one has the accessories port, so you can use, for example, this speed whip. Come on. Or you can use a whip as a second person or as a focus puller. And yeah, this is one of the features I like about this, because it's more flexible, for example, than the Edelkrone FocusPlus system, especially this version, because there is no accessories port. But as said, there will come in the new version with the accessories port, and you can see the marking or the pointer and the markings from both sides, from the side and as from the side you're looking to the camera as camera operator. Yeah, so this is the more flexible unit directly compared to this older revision of the FocusPlus system. It's also very easy to switch the sides of this gear. For example, you only have to unscrew this and to put this gear up to this side, and you can change the side of the FollowFocus system entirely, very easily. What I also want to mention is that it's possible to mount this FollowFocus system very close to the DSLR body. As you can see, the gear is very close positionable to the DSLR body, and so you can also use this with pancake lenses, and it's also better usable with pancake lenses compared to the Edelkrone, for example, because as you can see here, you always have this plate, for example, or at least if you change the direction, at least this part here, and it's always better, I think, to have the Lanport, because we can get closer to the DSLR body or the system body or whatever. Yeah, okay, this was the Lanport. What I forgot, first, there is zero backlash at this Lanport, and this is what I love about this. The quality and production quality and the materials are very nice, so it's really the best FollowFocus system on the market for this price. So as said, zero backlash, really zero backlash. There is a minimum backlash here at the Edelkrone FocusPlus system, but that's not that important, because as said, the focus marking system is connected directly to the gear, and so you don't have the backlash within your focus marking system, like here one, compared to this system, for example. And yeah, it's the backlash here at the Edelkrone is really small, so it's only yeah, it's maybe measurable, or between 0.5 millimeters or around 0.5 millimeters maybe, or below. And what I also want to mention here is that compared to the Edelkrone, it's very good dampened. So as you can see, it's very easy and smooth focusable. And this is the nice thing about this, is that you can use it, for example, for lenses which are focusing too easy, or there's maybe a part in the focusing range where the lens isn't working as smooth. And with this lens, it's possible to focus such lenses as very smooth and precise. And I have to say, also, if you're using lenses with or longer lenses, it's better maybe to use the Lanport. The Lanport is a little bit better, maybe because, as said, the dampening is very nice to focus very precise. Yeah, this is one of the differences. So if you're using such lenses, the Lanport is maybe better. But if you're using lenses, for example, which very focused rings are turning very hard, maybe the Lanport is better, because the dampening system and hard turning focusing rings, yeah, this is maybe too much to focus, to have a very nice focusing combination or focusing system. So the Lanport is maybe too much for such lenses, too much dampened for such lenses. I also want to show you a comparison, a short comparison between the lens gears of Edelkrone and Lanport. First, the Edelkrone one, it's a very nice and flexible one. So it's very easy to mount them, and it's also, I have to mention, fine adjustable with an Allen wrench. So it's possible, I'll get a little bit closer. So it's possible that you mount this, for example, to a focus-by-wire system without losing the focusing mechanism, because, for example, the Panasonic lenses 1445, 14140 and so on are very sensitive to force from such gear belts or gear rings, and it's very easy to mount them, because a set of this fine adjustable Allen wrench screw. But I have to mention that you have to cut the gear belt into shape and put it in here, and then you can fine adjust it to mount it properly. But I have to mention that you don't it's not possible to use this gears with other lenses, for example, with other diameters. So it's only possible to cut it once, and you have the lens shape fixed, and only can use it for other lenses with the same diameter, for example. Because it's only possible to put it out, cut it a little bit smaller, and then mount it again. And yeah, that's the only way you can use it for other lenses. This is better with, for example, this Lanport one, because you can, as I can show you, you can put out the come out. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, you can open it up again, resize it, and yeah, put it together, fix it, and it's there again. You can open it up again, and yeah, as shown before. And it's possible to use, for example, such a lens gear with different lenses, especially if you only want to use or buy one or two lens gears for many lenses. But I also have to mention, this is the older revision of the Lanport lens gear system. There is also a lens gear system available with a newer version with a fine adjustable knob here, and the gear system as well. So if you intend to buy a FF1 or FF2 system of Lanport, ask the dealer for the newest fine adjustable version, because as said before, with focus-by-wire systems or all in all, it's much more comfortable to have a fine adjustable lens gear compared, for example, to this one. You have to pull in shape and then yeah, have to get it in the fixing unit. Yeah, I also want to show you, for example, the Edelkrone mounted to my Nikon lens 28mm O.I.S. As you can see, it's very small and very nice adjustable, and it's holding very good. And I have to say, if you want to mount a lens gear to every lens you're using for filming, for example, or focus pulling, all in all, the Edelkrone, sorry, is a little bit better, because it's smaller than the Lanport. It's more compact, and you can also use it for focusing when shooting photos, for example. It's not that big, so that it's in the way for focusing manually with your hand, for example. Especially compared, for example, with this big, bulky focusing gear rings. This is very nice to have, and yeah, I have to say, also the fine adjustable function is very nice to have. And I intend to use let it on the lenses, so it's maybe the better system, especially compared to this older revision. And yeah, I hope, yeah, you see or you get the point of the pros and cons of these two systems. Yeah, as said, if you intend to buy the Lanport, ask for the new revision. That's important. And the standard Lanport, the standard Edelkrones are maybe the best option if you intend to mount a lens gear to every lens. That's the pros and cons. Yeah, okay. Now I want to summarize a little bit. Yeah, I'm already over the 20 minutes I mentioned before. A little bit the pro and cons, short compared. As said, this is maybe better for lenses which are turning very hard, because it's not that dampened, but it's not as smooth as the Lanport system. You have a better focusing system, because especially if you're on the go, it's very easy to readjust the plates, especially compared to the standard one with the marker, where a marker is needed. So this is maybe better for on-the-go self-focus pulling shooters. It's also very nice because here you have the remote focus knob and the handles are already included. But I have to say it's not that cheap, especially compared to the Lanport. You can get, for example, the newest revision of the Lanport dual handles also quite cheap. And so the price the price difference isn't that big, but the Lanport system is still a little bit cheaper. But I have to mention that the quality control is much better here at Lanport. The first at the Edelkrone stuff. The Lanport, the first Lanport FF1 I got was very had backlash, and there were already a few scratches on it, so I had to resand it and got this new version, or let's say got this FF1, which is perfect. So I have to say the quality control is maybe better here at Edelkrone. Also the support is better. You can get replacement screws, you get support, very fast support within 24 hours normally. And it's possible to get replacement and upgrades. Even upgrades are available for a few systems. And with the Lanport you maybe get the support of the manufacturer if you're buying overseas. Or you maybe get a few months of support of the dealer you bought it from. But a lifetime warranty support here at the Edelkrone, which is very nice. And yeah, you have a lifetime warranty on this, is much more worth, I think, than a few months of support. Which is maybe not that great, especially if, for example, if you're losing something, a replacement part is not that easily available when you need it from a Lanport dealer or from a manufacturer. I also recommend to buy the Lanport at a local dealer, because if you have any problems with it or the quality isn't the best, and you have to exchange it, so you don't need to resend it to Asia and maybe pay again import fees or whatever. What I also want to mention is, here is no marker needed, as said before. It's the Lanport is a little bit more flexible, because it's close adjustable to the DSLR body. It's a little bit more dampened for more precise focusing. And I also have to mention that you can't use these handles, for example, of the Edelkrone system separately without the focus system here, or the focus arm here. And for example, if you use the Lanport with the dual handle system, you can use both systems separately, also on different systems. Yeah. Oh, also a little pro for the Lanport maybe. Okay, did I forget anything? Yeah, as mentioned before, there will come a new version of the FocusPlus system with accessories port. This version don't have this port, so it's a con for this older revision. And I also want to mention that maybe the internals are a little bit better with the newer version. So if you intend to buy this one, as said before, wait a little bit. And there's also a little pro for the Lanport, as mentioned in the review, because you have the option to readjust the focus pointer, and it's visible from both sides, from the side as focus puller, or from your side as a camera operator. This is it, I think, because okay, I forgot to mention the quick release system here, but if you don't need the quick release system, it's maybe not that important, but it's also a pro for this Edelkrone stuff. But if you intend to buy the FF2, there is also a quick release system on the Lanport, so yeah, only a small pro for the Edelkrone. Yeah, I think this is enough now. I'm already at 25 minutes. Oh my god. Sorry for this long video. I hope everyone is still isn't sleeping already. I hope you enjoyed this review. I think both systems have their pros and cons, and I hope I showed you this pros and cons a little bit. Yeah, if you want to see more videos, or yeah, if you want to subscribe, and yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.